can be still maintained. So given the length of here is 3 over 2, here also 3 over 2. So the area of this small square is equal to 3 over 2 square, which is equal to Hey guys, it's Mathematics YT. Today I'm going to teach you how to solve quadratic equation using completing the square method. Well, if you haven't seen the part 1 of the video, please look for it, because the first part of the video is about solving the quadratic equation using factorization method. Well, if you didn't know how to solve the quadratic equation using factorization method, please check the video and leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So let's get started. So let's start solving question A. So if you guys see how I prove the quadratic formula, then you should know what is the step of solving quadratic equation. So the first step the first step of solving using complete square method is we need to convert it into its general form. So x² plus 3x minus 70 is equal to 0, and then we need to check that if the a is equal to 1, because the form of ax² plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We need to make sure that a is equal to 1. If a is equal to 1, then we can proceed to step 3. So if a is equal to 1, so there's no need to change everything. So the next step is we need to draw a big square right here. This is x. So the area of this x squared plus a rectangle, so 3, and then here is x, so 3x minus a immeasurable rectangle 70 is equal to 0. All of this is the area. So the next step is we need to divide this by two equal drawings. So the length of here is 3 over 2, here also 3 over 2. Now we need to take it to here, so we will have this half, and then here, so we will have another half here. So this we don't have this thing already, and then we will add a small square, and then don't forget we in the other side we also add the small square, because if you add both this, the value can be still maintained. So given the length of here is 3 over 2, here also 3 over 2. So the area of this small square is equal to 3 over 2 square, which is equal to 9 over 4. And then back to the equation. So x squared plus 3x plus that small square 9 over 4 minus 70 is equal to this little small square, so 9 over 4. And then we need to concentrate on this thing on one side of the equation, so we take this to the another side, so we plus. So x squared plus 3x plus 9 over 4 is equal to 9 over 4 plus 70. And then we need to factorize, but we don't need to use cross multiplication method because we already done this inside here. So this is a big square. The length of here is x plus 3 over 2. Here also x plus 3 over 2. When we multiply together, it will become like this. So we can conclude that x plus 3 over 2 bracket square is actually equal to this, and then when we come to simplify, this is equal to 289 over 4. and then we will square root x plus 3 over 2 is equal to plus minus square root of 289 over 4. Why we need plus minus? Because I teach you already, if a squared is equal to 4, a can be equal to 2 or is negative 2. Right? Theoretically, I can 2 squared is equal to 4. What about negative 2 squared is also equal to 4? So there we have two possible values. One is positive, one is negative. So after we simplify, so square root of 4 is equal to 2. So we will write out as x plus x is equal to, so we minus, so negative 3 over 2 plus minus square root of 2. Square root of 289 is 17. For square root of the square root of 4 is equal to 2. So we write that as 17 over 2. So which is x is equal to negative 3 plus minus 17 over 2, and then we can separate it to the in other way. So negative 3 plus 17 over 2, negative 3 minus 17 over 2. So both of that will make as 7. Here is negative 10. So the solution for this quadratic equation is x can be equal to 7 and negative 10. Now let's solve question number 2. So as I told you, the first step to solve a quadratic equation using the completing the square method is we need to convert this quadratic equation into its general form. So 2x squared minus 3x minus 65 is equal to 0, and then we need to check if a is equal to 1. This a is equal to 2 is not equal to 1. So we need to make this equal to 1. How? We need to divide this whole thing. So divide by 2, we want this to divide by 8. So we will get x squared minus 3 over 2x minus 35 over 2 is equal to 0, because 0 divided by 2 is still equal to 0. And then we can solve for this. Okay, so for this, so we write a big square, the length of it is x, and x squared minus the area of this, so 3 over 2, and here is x minus 35 over 2, which is I have this big rectangle is equal to 0, and then we need to divide this by 2 parts. So here we count 3 over 4, and then here also 3 over 4. And then how are we going to add it? Because it's thing equals, we think it's like minus, isn't it? So we are going to write it as plus, but don't forget we need to write a negative. So we need to transfer this negative to both of these parts, because the x, I need 1 to x is still maintain the same value, so I need to make this negative to here, so which will make as, and then I will take this tau over here and over here, so we will have these 2 taus, which will make this disappear. So this is negative 3 over 4, so also negative 3 over 4. And then we need to add this small square around here, so we also add this small square. So the area of this small square is equal to negative 3 over 4 square, which is equal to 16 over, it should be 9 over 60. So back to the equation. So x squared minus 3 over 2x plus 9 over 16 minus 35 over 2 is equal to, at this triangle is 9 over 16. So we need to concentrate this expression only in one side of the equation, so we take this to the another side. So x squared minus 3 over 2x plus 9 over 16 is equal to 9 over 16 plus 35 over 2. and then we need to factorize this down. So to factorization, I told you this is a form of square. We can take this, so it as x is equal to so x minus 3 over 4, I'm sorry, square is equal to, we need to evaluate this, so it is 2289 over 16, and then we square root, so x minus 3 over 4 is equal to plus minus square root of 289 over 16. So which remains as x is equal to 3 over 4 plus minus 17 over 4. And then when we simplify this thing, it will become as x is equal to 3 plus minus 17 over 4. So since they have plus minus, so we take 1 plus 1 minus. So this evaluate as 5. This is negative 7 over 2, and then there we have it. So the solution for this quadratic equation is x is equal to 5 and negative 7 over 2. In the next part is the most simplest method, and it's the easiest way method, which is called quadratic formula method, if you guys know. And then if you haven't checked the video about how I prove the quadratic formula, please check the video, because I think it's amazing. Yeah, I think it's amazing, because why we need to use completing the square method, because assume that, because before quadratic formula was invented, we have only two, which is factorization and completing the square, and then it cannot factorize, but we can complete the square of it, so we use the complete the square method to solve. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure and then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next part to solve the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula method.